Yeah, not our prettiest display offensively, but in a non-Perth Lynx way, we held them to 65 and 12 in the first quarter. And even in the 12, one of them was a Dallas Bank 3. So, again, really pleasing that on a night where our offense isn't really going, we again hold a team to below 40% from the field, and it allows us to survive.
Looked like you were trying lots of different things tonight.
Yeah.
Was it confusing at different points where, with the way your offense was going? You're trying to mould new things with old things?
Yes and no. It's funny, I reckon, and I want to watch it back. I thought, generally speaking, the offense generated a lot of good looks. They just didn't go in. You as well?
Yeah.
Like, that was my general thought. Like, I don't know how many heavily, and again, we're never going to be perfect, but of the 31 threes we shot, we missed 23. It felt like, and again, I want to watch it back, but it felt like 3 or 4 of them were heavily contested. And the remaining 19 were just wide open threes for our shooters. Like, they missed some threes as well, but I thought generally they were the threes we were daring and the Tofianos to try and shoot. Whereas ours, it was Gorman was 1 of 6, Ali was 1 of 6, Chibba was 1 of 6, Amy was 1 of 7. Like, I think if those shots are going in, all of a sudden we look completely different. And when they're not going in, all of a sudden we look terrible. That's unfortunate. It's part of the way modern basketball plays out.
Now for you, Ryan, today, did you feel like Adelaide changed a little bit the way that they played against you? It looked like they paid attention to certain players a little more than they had in previous games, from my observations.
Yeah, no, and again, they're really good. Arch can really coach. She's really good. I really rate her. The problem, and we spoke to our players about it this morning. This has been the game we've lost already 3 times this season in terms of winning big against an opponent and then playing them within 2 weeks and really struggling. So we had it earlier in the season. We beat Geelong pretty handily. We went back to Geelong, got beat bad. We beat Bendigo by 16 or something here, went to Bendigo, got smacked. And then obviously last week against Canberra, we hold them to 49 in Perth and win by whatever it is, 20 plus. Play them less than 2 weeks later and we lose again. So there is something in fairness to playing the same team twice in a week. It's just hard to keep killing them the same or beating them the same way, because we're probably going to copy and paste a lot of the same game plan. Clearly clean some things up, but generally speaking, our game plan will be pretty similar, whereas theirs is probably going to be vastly different. So these have been the games we've been struggling with all season.
So how's the bounce back been after the game against the Capitals? Obviously, you've had a small turnaround, but small enough to be able to make some adjustments or to be able to get some recovery and that sort of thing. What's been that process that you've gone through to get to today? Yeah,
probably not overreacting to it. Again, Canberra were really good. We were below our bests. It happens. I don't know. Don't like it happening from half court, but it was certainly nowhere near our best. So as always, trying not to get too high with the wins or too low with the losses. But the beauty, I guess, was in games when you're winning by 25, 30 each week, all you guys are doing this wrong. Guys, here's another clip where we get the offense wrong. Guys, here's another defensive clip where we get the X and O wrong. Cool, whatever. Whereas against Canberra, oi, here it is again. That one hurt. Here it is again. That one hurt. Here's the rotation that should have been. It's another layup. Like, guys, we lost by 3. We're trying to find 3 points in this film review, and so far we've found 30. So it probably refocuses a little bit, which has been handy.
On that focus on, you're paying $1 to win today.
Oh, don't look at the bets. The betting, Craig. Jeez, Craig, blasphemy.
I haven't seen a $1 for a while. But the danger game element of it, like the fact that you're able to get them focused around the fact that this wasn't going to be an easy game, even though paper said it was going to be easy. Like, was that a really important moment for you, for a teaching thing for a team that's trying to go all the way?
Yeah, first and foremost, gamble responsibly, Craig. Jeez, you can't be. Come on, Craig. I've not looked, Craig, so that's important. It's pretty straightforward for our girls. Like we could look at the ladder, like Bendigo, and we kind of got lucky in that Bendigo and Townsville all lost the same week we did. So it's like, okay, always second chance. So that refocuses pretty quickly, and as always, like, they're a professional unit. Like, they really do. They work their backside off. They're proud. Like, they are desperate to win the damn thing. But again, it's process driven. So how can we get better and better and better each week? How can we get 2% better, 3% better? And today was a chance to try and fix what happened in Canberra.
Amy, you've been building as a group saying we're trying to get ready for when we play Bendigo. Mm-hmm. Bendigo Thursday at RSC Arena in what's a massive occasion playing for there. You feel ready for the challenge of now taking on the teams that you need to beat to win it? Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've faced a really good Adelaide side tonight. I think we've got the Canberra game last week was a big kind of teaching point for us. There was a lot of film to look at. But yeah, I mean, these are the kind of games we play basketball for. It's a big week with Hoops Fest and everything. I think for us, it's just about not getting too wrapped up in all of that. And yeah, getting up and excited to play a really good Bendigo team. And you talk about your defence, like that's the biggest, it's a massive change for the way you play this year. You're locking down on teams dramatically at different points. Do you feel like that's the difference with this group at the moment, that you can score like nobody's business, but if you're not the opposition doing it? Yeah, definitely. I think that's something we've struggled in the past when we aren't making shots. In the past, I would say we've struggled to win those games, whereas this year have won a couple like low-scoring grind games, and that's definitely been a focus since kind of day one of pre-season of lifting that defense intensity. Because
don't tell everyone that.
No, I mean, he came in from day one of pre-season and said, come on, guys, we're going to play some defense this year. Oh. Nah.
That's even worse. No. That's a million times worse. Come on.
No, I mean, come finals, everything kind of naturally, scoring and everything naturally comes down a lot. It tightens up, the game gets more physical. So, yeah, just preparing for those moments. And, Ryan, did you have one eye on percentage today? Like, late in the game, you would normally, a minute to go, chuck on your kids. Today.
A little bit. It was more the fact they still had Talbot, Lockridge and Fagan out there. And it's like, okay, and they are three megastars. That's as good a three-man rotation as there is in the league. So with those three still on the court with a minute to go, I was like, okay, we got to put ours back out. Because it got back to 10. And it's like, okay, we can't muck around with this now. So unfortunately, yeah, we had to go back to the starters.
Anyone on Zoom, have you tried?
Yeah, hey guys, it's Seb from AAP. Ryan, I'll start with you. Obviously, you just touched on Fagan there, and you guys only held her to about, I think it was 11 points. How much of a focus was kind of shutting her down for a lot of this game?
Not overly, to be honest. We probably just changed some matchups, and more importantly, we had a scheme to try and slow her down last time, and then went nowhere near executing it. Just did an absolutely horrible job of executing that plan, and then in fairness Fagan was really good and made us pay for it. Tonight we had a different scheme, and I thought we just did a much better job of actually trying to execute it. So yeah, there's probably more of that than anything else.
It did get a little bit scrappy at times tonight as well. What was your kind of message to the girls just to kind of help them stay calm and keep going and keep pushing?
I don't know if there was a message per se, as much as it's playing the same team twice in a week. So at this point, we know all their play calls, they know all our play calls. We've played them 4 times this season now. So again, they're two teams that have gotten to know each other pretty well. So it's more about just sticking with the process, sticking with the game plan, and eventually this thing should turn. And eventually, hopefully, we start making a shot.
Amy, it seemed that Ali Wilson was back on triple-double watch tonight.
Yeah, I killed it.
Can you just kind of paint me a picture of what her presence is like on court for you guys?
I got stip shots last time with Ryan, and now I get Ali.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's obviously super important from us. I think when she goes, we go. I think her energy, the whole team feeds off it. And yeah, I mean, she's slowly getting back to her best after kind of an interrupted off season with some knee stuff. But yeah, I mean, when she's kind of playing that point guard position and the team just follows.
Smooth.
Very smooth. Yep.
And we also saw you guys get, I think it was 18 assists tonight. How does the side kind of continue to keep that ball movement up and keep that assist 9 to 9?
Me again?
After your last great answer.
Yeah, no, I'm nailing them tonight.
This will be good.
Yeah, I mean, we have kind of preached moving the ball and ball movement this whole year. I think because we have so many offensive weapons on the team, the ball can get sticky, and I think we're at our best when the ball is flying around and getting through hands. And obviously when we have Ali at point guard as well, who is really good and elite at finding people, that's when we play our best basketball. So that's kind of been the message ongoing.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. That's all I have.
Cool.